Hello, friends. The FIFA World Cup is one of the biggest sports events in the world. The 2022 Qatar World Cup was watched by approximately 5 billion people on television and digital platforms, according to FIFA. Think about it for a moment. More than half the world watched a single sporting event. And now, in 2026, everything is getting even bigger. But have you ever wondered, how does FIFA's business model work? How does FIFA, as an organization, generate its revenue? And why do countries compete to host the World Cup, even spending billions of dollars to do so? Come, let's understand this together in today's video. Intro. What is FIFA? FIFA stands for Fédération Internationale de Football Association, a French phrase. In English, it translates to the International Federation of Association Football. It was founded in 1904 by Robert Guerin. Representatives of 7 member countries met in Paris and signed the FIFA Foundation Act. Guerin became FIFA's first president. Fast forward 122 years. Today, 211 teams are affiliated with FIFA. Interestingly, not all of these teams represent independent countries. Some represent certain territories. For example, Macau or the US Virgin Islands. They have teams in FIFA, but they are not independent states. These teams are divided into 6 broader confederations: Africa, Europe, South America, Oceania, North and Central America and the Caribbean, Asia, Australia. Antarctica has no confederation. Obviously, there aren't enough people there. No surprises there. Here's something that might shock you. Even though FIFA makes billions of dollars, FIFA is an NGO, a non-governmental organization. Its stated purpose is to promote football around the world. And it genuinely does run social programs. Education for all, save the planet, protect children. In 2018, the FIFA Foundation was established as an independent entity with the goal of using the positive power of football to improve people's lives. FIFA's financial structure. FIFA operates on a 4-year financial cycle, and these cycles revolve entirely around the World Cup. 2015 to 2018 cycle, $6.4 billion. 83% of revenue came from the 2018 Russia World Cup. 2019 to 2022 cycle, $7.5 billion. 2023 to 2026 cycle, estimated $9 to $11 billion. So revenues are expected to nearly double within roughly a decade. There are 2 main reasons for this. First, FIFA's new financial strategy for women's football. The Women's World Cup is now generating much larger revenues through separate sponsorship deals. Second, the 2026 World Cup. This tournament will feature 48 teams instead of 32. More matches, more advertising opportunities, and a longer window of audience engagement. For advertisers, this is a golden opportunity. Revenue sources. 95% of FIFA's revenue comes from the World Cup. Let's examine each source one by one. 1. Broadcasting rights, the largest revenue stream. Of the $6.4 billion generated in the previous cycle, $3.1 billion came solely from broadcasting rights. World Cup matches are broadcast in more than 140 countries. TV channels in each country pay FIFA for the rights to air the matches to their audiences. For the 2026 World Cup, this figure is expected to be significantly higher, because now there are 104 matches, up from 64. More matches means more broadcasting rights revenue. 2. Marketing rights, sponsorships. In the previous cycle, FIFA earned approximately $1.66 billion from this category. FIFA's sponsorship structure has 3 tiers. FIFA partner companies: Adidas, Coca-Cola, Wanda Group, Hyundai Kia, Visa. World Cup sponsors: those who purchase advertising rights only during the tournament. Regional supporters, those who purchase advertising rights in specific geographies. When you add up broadcasting and marketing rights, approximately 75% of FIFA's total revenue comes from just these two sources. 3. Ticketing revenue. In 2018, FIFA earned $564 million from ticket sales. In 2026, with 48 teams and the stadium capacities of 3 major host nations, this figure is expected to be significantly higher. MetLife Stadium alone has a capacity of 82,500 people. 4. Hospitality and accommodation rights. During the 2018 World Cup, this category generated $148 million, approximately 11% of total revenue. With simultaneous events across 3 different countries in 2026, this figure is also expected to rise. 5. Licensing rights. FIFA's brand value is a major revenue gateway. If you want to put the FIFA logo on a video game or any product, you need to purchase a license from FIFA. In the previous cycle, this generated $600 million. 6. Other revenue sources. The FIFA Club World Cup, penalty and appeal fees, the FIFA Quality Program, real estate rentals, the FIFA World Football Museum, film and video rights. These combined for a total of $322 million in the previous cycle. Expenses. How much does FIFA actually spend? FIFA's expenses are extremely limited because the cost of organising matches is borne by the host country's government. FIFA also pays no taxes. I'll explain this shortly. FIFA's biggest expense item, prize money. For the 2026 World Cup, the total prize pool has been announced at $1 billion, more than double the $440 million awarded in 2022. The champion team will receive approximately $100 million. Beyond that, there are no major costs directly borne by FIFA. Stadiums, transportation infrastructure, security. All of this is the host country's responsibility. Hosting. Who wants it and why? The 2026 World Cup is being jointly organised by the USA, Canada and Mexico. This is the first time in football history that 3 countries are co-hosting the tournament. FIFA requires 7 key guarantees from any country wishing to host the World Cup: visa and immigration facilitation, work permits and labour law exemptions, security guarantees, protection of commercial rights, telecommunications infrastructure, legal indemnifications, and most importantly, tax exemptions. Yes, FIFA will pay 0 taxes in the host country. All costs fall on the host. All tax exemptions go to FIFA. Benefits and costs of hosting. Benefits. Soft power. Successfully managing an event of this scale demonstrates the country's global standing and attracts foreign investment. Tourism revenue. Approximately 5 to 6 million visitors are expected to attend the 2026 World Cup. Infrastructure investment, stadiums, roads, public transport. These continue to be used long after the tournament ends. GDP growth. Foreign currency brought in by international visitors directly contributes to economic growth. Risks and criticisms. But the picture isn't always this bright. For the 2014 Brazil World Cup, $3 billion was spent on 12 stadiums. What happened 1 year later? The main Garrincha Stadium in Brasilia was turned into a bus parking lot. The locker rooms of the stadium in Cuiabá became shelters for homeless people at night. The stadium in Natal tried to generate revenue as a wedding venue, but that plan also failed. The money Brazil spent on those stadiums was roughly equal to the annual budget of Bolsa Familia, the social welfare program that supported 50 million impoverished Brazilians that year. Is 2026 different? The USA, Canada, and Mexico are developed economies. Their existing infrastructure is already strong. Most of the stadiums being used already exist. NFL stadiums, major arenas. The cost of building from scratch is minimal. In this regard, 2026 simply cannot be compared to hosting experiences like Brazil or Qatar. What makes 2026 different? 48 teams, the most teams in World Cup history. 104 matches, up from 64. 3 host countries, USA, Canada, Mexico. 16 stadiums, 16 cities. 39 days, the longest World Cup in history. $1 billion prize pool. A record. New format, 12 groups, round of 32. Turkey back on the stage after 24 years. Closing. In conclusion, FIFA's business model is brilliantly constructed. Broadcasting rights and sponsorships make up 75% of revenue. Organisation costs are pushed onto the host. No taxes are paid. And every 4 years, a multi-billion-dollar cycle begins all over again. The 2026 World Cup is the biggest version of this model yet. Do you think the 2026 hosts, the USA, Canada, and Mexico, will come out ahead from this massive event? Write your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this video, you can check out more videos in our business models series. See you in the next one. Thank you.